Hey everybody, how's it going? Today, let's take an in-depth look at this 2006 Hummer H1 Alpha passenger wagon. And this is going to be a full, in-depth tour of the H1. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, and show you a bunch of the features on the interior as well as exterior. And today, I'm at Independence Motors in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start it up, let it run. It's a dark gunmetal gray exterior with two-tone black and brown leather interior. It's quite a rare vehicle in the fact that it's one of the only Hummers in the country that still has less than 10,000 miles on it. 9,567 miles. Two-tone leather steering wheel with full power steering, side bolster and extensions. Also, in the latest generation of H1, comes with a 5-speed automatic transmission, which replaces the old 4-speed unit in the previous generation. Your emergency brake, and your 4-wheel drive transfer case. And we're going to come on the headlights. Hazards. All of your power window switchers are located on the center console. And let's go and check out the exterior, shall we? Very large and rugged off-road demeanor. Standard halogen headlamps. Full steel brush guard with tow winch down below. And by far one of the most capable off-road vehicles on the market. And also harken back to its military origins. These steel rails here are actually bolted to the frame and are purpose-built, so if the vehicle is actually ever have to be picked up by a helicopter, it can directly bolt to the frame and have safe takeoff. "17-inch aluminum alloy wheels. The central tire inflation system that can be controlled from the inside of the vehicle. On Goodyear tires. 2006 was the last year for the Hummer H1 and received quite a nice bit of extra upgrades, including the new 6.6-liter turbo diesel V8. Also, other improvements include stronger half shafts, bigger brakes, and a new design for the H1's geared hubs that's said to improve smoothness during acceleration and stopping. Skid plates covered pretty much the entire underside of the vehicle. The vehicle also has about a 16-inch ground clearance. Makes it very easy for trekking over rough terrain. And you can also further see its off-road capability with a pipe that's run through the back fender well, so you can cross bodies of water without having to worry about getting water stuck in the tailpipe. Barn door designed for the rear, making it very easy to get in and out of the vehicle and load up cargo. bumper with tow hooks, as well as a trailering package. Also, just to highlight another feature or two, this H1 Alpha comes with the off-road adventure package, which includes front and rear E-locker differential locks, a 12,000-pound winch up front, as well as the two-piece 17-inch aluminum alloy wheels. And we're going to pop the hood. First, release that lock. Then pull both of these latches on each side of the vehicle. As well as pull these little latches here to release the brush guard. Release it down. Then, just grab up and hoist. It automatically locks itself in place. The H1 is powered by a 6.6-liter Duramax diesel engine. With improved power as well as fuel economy over the previous generation diesel engine, produces 300 horsepower at 3,000 RPM, as well as 520 foot-pounds of torque at a low 1,500 RPM. It is four-wheel drive, as I mentioned earlier, with a double wishbone front and rear suspension, as well as front and rear limited slip differentials. Combined fuel capacity is around 51.5 gallons. Power output is considerably better from the last year 205 horsepower and 440 foot-pound torque unit. Dual batteries. Impressive engine bay. And to release it back down, just pull on this and then slowly lower it down. While the H1 has never been known as a purely luxury vehicle, based off its military predecessor, it does come with a nice amount of interior creature comforts and amenities. Rugged interior trim, padded trim, fully manual bucket seating, with color accented piping around the edges, rubber floors, all-weather floor mats in this particular vehicle, and a cockpit-style dash. Vast array of gauges with bolted satin silver trim, accenting all the switch gear. And let's go and see if she sounds. Definitely hear that turbo whistle. An incredible sounding machine. Solid doors. Your standard AC and heat controls. Temperature, different zones, front defrost, and max AC. The Hummer also comes standard with a full monsoon audio system located throughout the vehicle.
Without the tassels, higher-rate bodyguards that love to beat up. So find a couple autographs so I can eat my meals for free. I'm gonna dress Get a front door key to the
Interior illumination.
gonna feed us in a fortune of fame. I'd even cut my hair and shave my
Storage pocket.
cause we all just wanna be big rockstars living hilltop bosses driving busy.
Auto dimming rear view mirror with integrated compass and temperature. Down below here, you have your central tire inflation system, as I mentioned earlier. That's actually inflating them. Then you can deflate it. You can also select between the different tires. Ventilation fan. On top of your defrost here, you actually have integrated heater mechanisms in the window, or front windshield if you will. Kind of a similar fashion as Range Rovers have. I know it's probably hard to see. Perhaps right over here, those vertical strips running up and down. It's kind of a similar fashion as a rear window defroster would be, except it doesn't have the thick lines in it, so to speak. Your front and rear differential locks, overdrive, trailering mode. Your power locks are located among your power window switches. Tire pressure monitoring system, front power outlet, fuel gauge, temperature, oil pressure, as well as your transmission temperature. And the radio being familiar to other GM vehicles, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Your preset stations, selecting between your auxiliary CD with your in-dash CD player and band, so on and so forth. Different audio settings. You also have a padded dash, padded center console, adding to the soft touch feel of the vehicle. Armrest, it's also adjustable for the driver and passenger. And your interior illumination, power folding mirrors, cruise control, turn signal, all located on that stalk there. And we're going to shut her down. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat. Wide opening rear doors, same two-tone pattern. Bucket seating for the rear passengers. A middle seat that goes on top of that shelf right there is also available for these vehicles. Storage pocket. Cup holders, air vents, your power window switches for the rear passengers, radio controls. It's an absolutely massive interior. Mostly in part to the massive center shelf here is the enormous transmissions in these vehicles. They're absolutely bulletproof. And your monsoon speakers for the rear. Let's go check out the rest of the vehicle, shall we? Doors opening practically 180 degrees. It's got an enormous amount of cargo space in the rear. Side vents. All carpeted. These doors are also made of a composite material, so they're not actually metal. Very light and easy to move. Dual fuel tanks for increased range. Gotta love it. Manual passenger seat as well. Integrated center console. Cup holders. Another cup holder for the passenger side. No glove box for the passenger side. Amazing vehicles. It's an awesome vehicle. Very unique package combining an unsurpassed off-road capability, robust and rugged exterior. Definitely like nothing else out there. And we'll go ahead and move it back to its spot. And there we go. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth tour on the 2006 Hummer H1 Alpha. Be sure to stay tuned next time, there's a lot more where that came from. Take care everybody.